Hi everybody, welcome to Psych Papers. This episode is a research episode where we will discuss our follow-up research that we conducted inspired by our previous episode, which was on the bystander effect. So the bystander effect is a social psychological phenomenon where people are less likely to help or intervene in an emergency when other people are present. The presence of people creates a diffusion of responsibility, leading each person to believe that somebody else will take action. This results in a reduced sense of personal responsibility to act. I'm Chris Cole. I have a PhD in psychology, and this is Joseph Tajaran.
I'm his friend.
Okay, so since the theme of the research is about when should humans intervene in an emergency situation, I surveyed over 300 people to examine how many animals are worth a human life.
Oh my god. We're at it again, Chris, with these dumbass research questions.
Okay. And how does it differ by gender and political ideology?
Okay.
To make it a spicy. You know?
No. Okay, how did you do this, Chris? Let's break it down for us.
Yeah. 300 participants were invited to a study on morality. And I gave them these directions, quote, "You will now be presented with a series of questions. Please answer them as seriously as possible."
Why did he set it up? Why did he set it up for like a dumbass question that follows? We leave no room for error. Oh my god. All right.
Imagine you are standing on a trolley track and an out-of-control trolley is heading straight for track A. Okay. You can pull a lever to divert the trolley onto track B. If you take no action, the trolley will go down track A.
Okay. This is the trolley question, but reduced somehow. Yeah.
And on track A, there's a dog, and on track B, there's a person.
I spoke too soon. This is so dumb. Okay.
So track A has a dog. Track B, there's a person. In the actual survey, they just got text of who was on each track to make it more serious.
Yeah, because no one takes seriously. You put a Photoshop picture of a dog. So basically, someone's choosing what would you kill, one person or one dog?
So they could select do nothing and let the trolley kill track A, which has the dog.
Yeah.
Or they could pull the lever and have the trolley kill track B, which has the person.
Right.
If they selected to kill the dog and save the person, this means that they value the human life over the dog's life. Then, if they answered that, this leads them to the next question. What about 100 dogs?
And no one, please don't count the screen. If you're watching the video of this, it's definitely 100 dogs on the other side.
So now it's 100 dogs on track A or one person on track B. Who do you kill?
Well,
these are the big questions in morality research that we're covering.
This is what we need to figure out. I mean, like, practically speaking, are 100 dogs going to die simultaneously? Aren't some of them going to get away?
It's a big trolley, and they're all tied up.
All right, so you made it a situation where all the dogs will die. Okay,
yes.
Got you.
Yes.
All right. Leaving no room for questions or error. I got you.
Correct. If participants selected to kill 100 dogs to save the person, then we know that, okay, a person's life is worth more than 100 dogs. This led them to the final question.
Oh, no.
What if it was all of the dogs in the world?
This is so dumb. So, hold on. In this world, there's one guy on the track, tied down for whatever reason, God knows what, for this stupid research experiment. And somehow, all the dogs are clustered in one spot on this other train track.
Well, they could be lined up on the track.
Yeah.
You know,
logistically,
Chihuahua, however you want to do
Chihuahua, it. Doberman, yeah. Burmese, Beagle, just all in a line, all single, just sitting. Cause everyone knows you can get a dog to just sit in attention.
Well, they would be tied up.
All the dogs. This is so. I can't believe the people are like, oh, this is what they meant by take it seriously, because this is not a serious study.
We paid 307 people to take this survey. Okay.
My money. Where's this? This is the money we invest into this podcast. Are you not entertained? Okay. I'm dying to know. Are you bored? Please don't. We put money into this. I'm actually genuinely interested what people selected for this.
Oh, yes. So in this final question, if they made it to all the way, it's all the dogs in the world or one person. Okay. No, there's not another question.
You didn't escalate it further. You didn't escalate it further. All the dogs in every multiverse.
Yeah.
On the other track. Or sorry, go.
Now I know what you're thinking.
Uh-huh.
What if somebody just doesn't like dogs?
Yes.
Well, I thought of that.
Uh-huh.
That's why I asked people, what is your favorite animal? Dogs or cats?
And what in the study it just replaced dog or cat?
Yep. Depending on whether or not they said they like dogs or cats more, they saw two different versions of the study. They either saw a version with dogs or a version with cats.
This is so dumb. All right. Well, Christopher Cole, Dr. Cole, a keen researcher, had foresight to see the flaws in his research experiment.
Yes.
Oh, man.
For this presentation, my favorite animal is a dog, so I'll be referring to dogs, but just keep in mind that the result could be for either animal depending on which animal was their favorite.
The most important is an animal that they liked, right? And that's sort of
an animal that they like is gonna die.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
hold on. Are we gonna go in the results right now?
Yeah.
Can I guess? At least put my vote. What I would have put. I would have killed the dog in the first one. And then the subsequent ones, I definitely would have killed the person in both, in probably the second and third one. The third one,
so your value for a human life is somewhere between 2 and 100 dogs. Maybe like 50.
Yeah, and also 100 plus all the dogs in the world. I'd be very surprised if someone picked the human in all three of these. Be sort of interesting.
After paying 307 people to take our survey, here are the results that we're going to go over. We're going to go over people's favorite animal, the results for one dog versus one person, 100 dogs versus one person, or all the dogs in the world versus one person. And we're going to break it down by gender and political ideology to make it spicy.
Yeah, I'm dying to see the last one. This last one's a little interesting. Yeah.
So, first one. More people are dog people than cat people. 67% of people indicated that they like dogs as their favorite animal. 33% of people said cats. Okay, so now for one dog versus one person. Before I go into these results, y'all are on one because... Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, one dog versus one person. 28% of people would save the dog and kill a person.
Oh my God!
Would save one dog and kill a person.
Really? Someone has no disregard for human life. Whoa.
28% said they would save one dog and kill a person. 72% said that they would save the person and kill one dog.
28 is too high. Yo. I would expect
28 is high.
It's way too high.
That's more than 1 in 4.
I know some people would have picked the dog, but I didn't think it would be a substantial amount in relation to the 300 people we surveyed, Chris.
Yeah. 28% of people, more than 1 in 4 people would save a dog over a person.
I have a sneaky suspicion that some people didn't heed your warning at the beginning of the survey. I have a sneaky suspicion. So
it's possible people might be memeing on the survey. Okay. What about 100 dogs versus one person? So now, one dog versus one person, 28% of people would save the dog and kill a person. When it's 100 dogs, that jumps to 33.5% would save 100 dogs and kill a person.
That's not significantly more though. So interesting. That's more than I would have thought.
It's roughly like 5% more.
That's a lot of dogs. You're killing. I guess
that's a person. That's a whole person.
Oh, but I love dogs.
Yeah. All right. Now, what about all the dogs in the world? When it's all the dogs in the world, 44% of people would save the dogs over a person.
Whoa! So you would have? That's baffling. That's the real surprise. I thought this would be weighted the other way around. I thought it would be a significant amount. You're killing all the dogs in the world, dog. Some people are opting to not have any more dogs.
Yeah.
Basically opting to just erase all dogs from existence.
Maybe they become cat people.
Or yeah, that's right.
Or actually,
that's right.
Wait, if they're, I forgot that each person is selecting their favorite animal.
Yeah.
So it could be all the cats in the world or all the dogs in the world, whatever their favorite animal is.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. What about how it differs by gender and political ideology? Do you have any guesses?
If I were to go it off stereotypes and previous studies that we've done that I could cite as to reinforce my opinion, I think women were probably more likely to save more animals, and I think liberals are probably more likely to save the animals as well.
So on the gender question, you are correct. Females are more likely to kill one person to save a dog. So on females, on that first question, one dog versus one person, 17.7% of females opted to kill a person and save one dog, whereas only about 10.5% of males said kill one person, save the dog. So about 7% difference. So
for this question,
females
I'm so surprised
care more about dogs. Yeah. It's still, that's really high.
Yeah, it's still pretty
for
high.
both.
Yeah.
So your guess was now for political ideology was for liberals.
Liberals, yeah. I think more liberals more likely to save the dog.
You are correct. Liberals are more likely to kill one person to save a dog.
Yeah.
Liberals had, they were 18.4% of liberals opted to kill one person to save a dog, whereas only 9.5% of conservatives opted for that same option, kill one person and save the dog. What did we learn?
Yeah, what the what's the what is the major takeaway from this study, my boy, my friend, my colleague?
We learned that more people are dog people than cat people.
Yeah.
People are messed up, yo. But we saw that the rates for saving animals over human life were already like really high.
Yeah.
I don't know how many dog lives a human life is worth. I'm not even gonna try to like venture to like put a number to that.
Is your Astro from sitting on that fucking fence, Chris? Jeez.
It
take a position.
It doesn't. No, I feel
take
fine here. I don't know. I think it would. I think it would be lean toward person. I'm sorry.
Every time. There's like not a number.
Yeah.
Interesting. It is a hard
humans
question.
Could survive. I mean, there are people that have like, I don't know, like service animals that rely on them to stay alive. If in the situation where all the dogs on Earth go away and humans are totally fine, you know, because some people rely on them heavily. If they could just never have existed, I think so.
But dogs service more than just, you know, they provide a lot of comfort and joy. For some people, they don't have anything else but their animal, and their animal will always provide them, as long as they're treated right, will always provide them unconditional love.
I'm not saying that they don't provide any value. I'm saying that the value of a human life, though, I think is greater.
I don't know, man. You ever had
comfort?
100 sheepdogs? You know, 100 sheepdogs can help you kind of corral all that sheep you got in your pasture, man.
You know what? Throw the sheep on the trolley tracks too. Fuck it.
All the sheep.
Do we need sheep?
People are a little messed up. Yeah, I think one one dog to one human. That was very surprising.
28% of people were like, yeah, kill the human, save one dog.
I was expecting, honestly, like 1 or 2%.
Yeah,
if at least a former of that. I knew the 1% would select because but that's surprising.
So some people either love dogs or hate people.
Yeah, clearly.
It could be either or, you know.
Clearly.
Or some people might be memeing on my survey.
Yeah.
I asked them to take it seriously.
You did, and I don't think some people maybe didn't take it seriously enough. So.
Maybe.
Would you, if you had a even bigger sample size, that would probably get rid of all those memesters, I think, right? Like the bigger your sample size.
I don't know how you filter out the memesters. I do have like attention checks in there.
Okay.
You know, like at the end of the survey, I'm like, I give them like a short string of letters, like TY, okay. I'm like, hey, just enter this in this text box here, just to make sure that it's not a bot and that they're paying attention and that they're reading each question. But I don't know how you filter out like the memesters that are just like, hey, kill the person. So some people value humans, but they have a point where a certain number of dogs has a greater value than a human. So some people are just like, nope, the dog wins over a human every time, 1-to-1. But then some people are like, no, a human life is worth more than a dog. But 50 dogs, 100 dogs, people have those breaking points.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, now the dogs are worth more, which is interesting. All right. And we learned females and liberals value dogs over humans more so than males and conservatives.
That checks out. Well, you know, we live to entertain both through this podcast and through the research.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thanks. Bye.